Alright, guys. It is Wednesday, February 16th, 2022 at 3:19 p.m. Alright, let's take a look quickly here at dailyverses.net. Verse of the day, it says, I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth. Genesis 9:11. And as you see there, the rainbow, the symbol of God's covenant, promising not to destroy the earth by flood ever again. Alright, let's start Space River News on Twitter. Alright, we have the next 7 to 10 days will be largely bringing influx in temperature ranges from cold to mild, especially east of the Rockies. Long range projections still open March with a fresh injection of cold air across the eastern U.S., so expect temperatures to get a bit cooler still on the eastern side of the country. Alright, then we have from Ryan Hall, y'all. We have the upgrade from SBS, now a large enhanced risk area. This is driven by a hatch 10% tornado risk, which means we could be talking about strong tornadoes tomorrow. Let's take a look at the images so you guys can see the areas of enhanced risk for tomorrow. Tornado outlook. Today and tomorrow. Alright, so we have this area, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, parts of Louisiana, and Kentucky, pretty much right there for the possibility of severe weather. And also, the following day, we have the area all the way from Texas all the way to the East Coast, the possibility of seeing storms and severe weather, mainly in Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, parts of Kentucky, and Arkansas. So pretty much it's going to be looking for severe weather for the next 2 days, for Wednesday and Thursday. Let's take a look. That one's for Thursday. This one is for Friday. For Thursday and Wednesday. So pretty much today and tomorrow is when the severe weather is going to be possibly happening. Alright, then we have the sun. Let's take a look at the sun taking a massive explosion. Enormous CME, coronal mass ejection, on the far side of the sun will not cause a geomagnetic storm on Earth. Pretty much the sun woke up today and chose violence. The sun said, nope, today we're not having it. So the sun ejected a massive coronal mass ejection. Thankfully, it is not Earth directed, so it should not affect us. Somebody in my Facebook channel asked me what would have happened if coronal mass ejection would have been facing Earth and it were this big. And it all depends on the distance and the size and where it's directed at, because it could be anything from just aurora borealis, the northern lights in the north, to just if it's intense and really bad, that it's the possibility of a Carrington level event is not out of the question, but that is very rare. That would mean lights out. We're basically back to the 1800s, living by candlelight kind of thing. No satellites, no electricity, because of a large coronal mass ejection if it does hit Earth. But that's very rare. The chances of that are very low, but it could vary from either or. It could be just aurora borealis lights, just the nice northern lights, or if it's really bad and it hit Earth, it would be a really bad situation if the sun decided to choose violence that badly. But here we go again. The filament eruption scene, images reported behind the east limb of Stereo A. This turned out to be a huge CME. The animation combines running differences from LASCO C2 and C3, which covers 6R and 30Rs respectively. Just look how huge that coronal mass ejection is. That is the big explosion coming from the sun. Alright, guys. So, huge explosion from the sun. Alright. Also, we have Dudley over England and parts of Europe. We have Storm Dudley, wintry windy conditions in Europe have come all the way across the Atlantic. This is just the beginning of an exceptional wind episode. Friday, Storm Eunice is really concerning and not usual windstorm. Significant damage not likely through densely populated northwest Europe. Dudley bringing all that wind and rain to Europe. Here is some images of Dudley bringing rain to Europe from Alexandre. And here is some damages from the wind. Dudley done me good and proper. The whole wall full of bricks fell in over there in England. Also from Dudley and Eunice in England, bringing lots of flooding to the rivers. And then here is somebody in this Dudley storm putting a soccer ball and kicking it, and then seeing how the winds bring it back. Let's take a look so you guys can see. Look at that. The storm bringing back the ball to him. That's how windy it is in England right now. So also France getting a possibility of high winds, 80 to 100 kilometer high winds from Depression Dudley. So France heads up as well. And lots of rain and wind coming from Dudley in hard. And then look at this awesome picture from I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Refinej Seam in England, Dudley. Look at I'm going to zoom into this image so you guys can see. Look at the Mamatis. Look at that. That's beautiful. Clouds just bringing in that amazing shape in from the storm. That is amazing. I love the way that when clouds look like that. Alright. Also, from Dudley in England, the pictures show trees being blown over in Glasgow. A huge tree blew over during 40-mile-an-hour wind gust last night. So the trees falling because of Dudley bringing in so much rain and wind. We got Storm Dudley approaching from the west. And here we have the satellite image bringing in the wind for Europe and parts of France. Alright. And then we have Storm Chaser mode activated from Reed Timmer because of the possible storms tomorrow that he could be chasing. Alright. Alright, so this next post is a little bit of a tinfoil hat kind of thing. It says here from Disclosed TV, Klaus Schwab World Economic Forum says the COVID-19 pandemic has led to heightened focus on the power of medical data, specifically so-called vaccine passports. These passports by nature serve as a form of digital identity. And we've been talking about this for a while, saying that they're trying to get everything together in just one form of identification. And a lot of people are focusing that it could be something bad. It's food, bringing travel, e-commerce, social platforms, e-government, telecommunications, and healthcare, all in the form of digital identity. And this just smells of Mark of the Beast to me. I don't know if it's actually going to be or not, but a lot of tinfoil hat people are saying, yeah, this is one of the comments from it. It says, me ready to leave society, and people just now saying something doesn't seem right. Yeah, a lot of things don't seem right with the possibility of a digital identity that combines groceries, travel, humanitarian response, e-commerce, social platforms, e-government, telecommunications, and healthcare, and financial services all together, and food sustainability all together in a form of digital identity. That doesn't seem right to me. So I'll leave you guys the link to my page if you guys want to check out that post. It is a lot of conspiracy theories indeed. It says, is there any more conspiracy theories out there? All of them came true. See? Very, very true. Alright. And it says here, it was only 2 years ago when this was labeled a quote-unquote conspiracy theory. A lot of supposed conspiracy theories that talk about the possibility of them trying to track everybody and put everything on one identification so everybody could be ID'd seems to be coming true, and that is very creepy. Nobody wants that. Alright, next from Chris Terrell. Californian horror. Dust devil in front, Haboob behind me. Just east of Death Valley, California. So we got Haboob over here. And then we have on the left a dust devil all in one shot. That is pretty intense. That's from Chris Terrell. Alright. And then we have the tornado threat level for tomorrow has increased with an isolated strong tornado possible. A higher threat up to level 3 enhanced has been introduced to the SPC as a result. Focus on West Tennessee, Northwest Alabama, and most of Mississippi. Let's take a look at it again. This is enhanced for tomorrow. So heads up if you live in these areas. Possibility of a tornado tomorrow. Alright. Then again, the sun waking up and choosing violence. Yep, the sun this morning, violence and chaos. Alright, so that's it for that. Let's take a look at the geomagnetic field of the over the United States right now. So pretty much this is the geomagnetic field and how it's affecting the United States. If a giant CME hit the Earth and it happened to be facing us, and it happened to hit us, this would light up super red. Either red or purple and white. Meaning that the electric grid would be affected by the electromagnetic energy coming from the sun if it actually hit us. So it's always great to keep an eye on this. Let's take a look here at coronal mass ejection. Look at how the sun just erupted there on the left hand side. So that's the coronal mass ejection over the past 24 hours from the 15th. Look at that. Boom. It's just insane. And okay, over here we have the aurora forecast over the United States and parts of Russia. See, the aurora forecasted for the next 24 hours. So it is getting a little bit intense. I don't know if it's from the effect of the sun or just the regular aurora field. You see how small it is there, and then how it keeps getting stronger and larger. Alright guys, so heads up, if you are looking for the Northern Lights in Canada, you probably get a good view of it. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and see you guys next time. God bless you guys.